Hi guys, welcome to Trade Travel Truth. I am Rich. This is my third video. If you're new here, so am I. This video is going to be about if I had to start from zero all over again, and which I recently had to do when I was 50. Just a quick recap. First of all, this is not financial advice. This is what I would do. This is so do your own research for anything I tell you, or I'm not telling you to do anything. But quick recap: I lost my IT career in 2019 or late 2018. Got told I need to resign, and I had $65,000 of credit card debt. So first off, let me check my notes here. So what I would do, first of all, United States right now is probably the easiest country in the world to create wealth, right? And our society has pretty much been kind of teaching a lie, I'd say. Go to school, they want you to become stable, because all the schooling from, has been around since the Industrial Revolution, where they just wanted to pump out workers, right? And then they're like, oh, you need to go to college. Right now, college and university is probably not the best investment, just my opinion, especially with AI coming out. Why go into debt in your early 20s? So what I would do is I would live way below my means. First step, live way below your means. Cut out the subscriptions. Cut out going out to eat all the time. Cut out drinking. Cut out smoking. Cut out all the stuff you enjoy, right? But it's only temporary. Well, it's not temporary in my case. But once you get going into the wealth building, it becomes fun and you enjoy growing it bigger. So first step, live below your means. Make good decisions. And then if that doesn't, obviously that's not going to create a bunch of money up front. Then, job, right? If you like your job, ask for a raise. If you don't like your job, maybe you get another one that gives you more money. I know friends that have hated their job and then they get a new job, and I'm like, hey, how's the new job? Oh, it's the exact same thing I'm doing before. I'm like, well, why did you do that? And then, if you love your job and you think you've maxed out on pay there, get another part-time job. The United States is the easiest way. Learn a new skill. This is the easiest time in the world to learn a new skill. You've got AI, you've got YouTube. I have self-taught myself everything. So really, there is zero excuse to become wealthy in this country. There's zero excuse unless you have a mental disorder or whatever. And I believe the three ways to create wealth in this country are either stock market, creating your own business, or real estate. Outside of those three, it's going to be very hard to create wealth long term. Just do some research. All the billionaires that created their own company, real estate moguls. And then you got Warren Buffett and stock markets. So yes, you can become a high-paid doctor, a lawyer and stuff, but you really want to trade your time for money. That is the key, is not trading your time for money. You want your money to be working. There's the poor people that think they're scratching around to pay bills. You got the middle-class people who, can have enough credit to be dangerous and get themselves in debt. And then the wealthy people, what they do is how does their money make more money? And that's the difference between the levels here. You have to have a total mindset change. What one person can do, you can do. Especially in the United States. You don't live in a third world country, barely getting by on nickels a day. So literally there's no excuse. You've got immigrants coming in, the Asian guys that come in, they are successful. Why? Because they've been in other countries that have crappy work conditions, and they come here and now it's like open season to make money. So first step, figure out how to make more money initially. If your job really isn't going to, you maxed out your job, what I'd do would be save enough money where you can take a leap and change into a new career. And I'm telling you, I've told it a million times, sales, if you don't have a degree, sales is where it's at. And you have to step out of your comfort zone and actually take a chance if you ever want to get out of the rut you're in. So create more money. And then, so either you can start your own business. You go to YouTube, there's people that can start their own business. There's 12-year-olds starting AI businesses in their bedroom. So there's, again, no excuse not to try to do that. What I did is went the sales route, and I would do that again. I'm still in sales, and just start taking money. And if I was younger, I'd probably, try to come up with a business like the businesses that I think are really good right now. Like, just keep it very simple. Keep everything simple. Like storage facilities, buy a storage facility, and some of these, we're not going to get too deep in how do you do that. But some of these guys that own the storage facility want to get out of it, and you could just, pay them a payment. It's called, you could self-financing. So you can look into that. Car washes, laundromats, all these little things are really good ways to take over a business and make some money. If I was younger, I'd definitely go down that route. But again, I am close to 57. I got some serious pains, aches and pains from years of doing triathlons. I am not doing that, spending all that time fixing places up. But if you're handy, you can do that. So make some money, change careers. Sales is where it's at. I don't care what anybody says. I make more than doctors and lawyers. And one of the big things holding people back, I believe, is society and other people judging you. And that is the biggest. You have to not care what people think. And most of the people judging you are not where you want to be. They're either your level or below, and the victims always want more people to complain to. Another big thing is you have to be committed to this. You can't just do it, people that try to lose weight and go on 15 diets and quit after a while. You have to be committed and see it through. And just small baby steps every day that after a while end up being big steps. And you look back, you're like, oh, I can't believe I did that. But tiny steps forward every single day. And then I would, as far as if you wanted to do what I'm doing, I would, again, just open up a Robinhood account. I think Robinhood's the best platform. We're going to do a video on why, how to go over it, how to open it. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. If you wanted to open up a Robinhood account, you can use my link, and then we both get a little bit of free stock. It's like $3 or $4, so it's kind of fun. And then just start putting money in an index fund, something easy, S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and just keep piling in there until you get a good amount. And then you can play with and start doing stuff I'm doing. But it takes a while. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's going to take time. It took me 4 years. And, I was dumping every single penny I made in that thing. So mine grew pretty fast. But, if you're married and you have a double income, you can probably put, as much or even more if you have, two good incomes. The key to being wealthy is to live free. And by free, I don't mean just go do willy-nilly stuff, but just to have that ease of mind in your back of your head, like you don't have to go to work if you don't want to. And believe me, it takes off every kind of weight on your shoulder you've ever had in your life. I don't worry about anything except for, my mom right now, because she's 96. But other than that, it's amazing. So yeah, you have to get new skills, especially when AI is coming. If you're not happy with your job, look for another job. If you're younger, I changed my career at 50. All right, 50, where people don't normally do that. I had zero at, I'd say 52. 52 is where I started making dollars in the sales realm. So anybody can do anything. Please reach out with questions. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to try to, I'm trying not to make this a whole motivation thing, but I see so many of my friends that just waste money on dumb things, and then they bitch about I don't have any money. I don't know how to express this more deeply than to You know, it really is that simple. It's just doing little things consistently over time that reach a goal. It seems overwhelming at first, but once you have like a little plan, it's unbelievable. So that is it. And I will make another video probably tomorrow. This is fun. And reach out if you have any questions. I would love questions, so that gives me ideas to make other videos. And I'm not like the financial guru either. I'm always learning every day. And the minute you stop learning is the minute you sit in a rut and you become a victim. So always keep learning. That's all I got to say. Have a great, what today is it? Tuesday. Bye.